where the swing still moves. The road into Elder Pines was the kind of place maps forgot. It was a scar through the forest, narrow, cracked, and swallowed by shadows. Lena Mitchell's knuckles whitened on the steering wheel, her breath shallow. The fog rolled low, pressing through the skeletal trees like ghostly fingers reaching for her. She glanced down at the folded map on her lap, its edges yellowed and soft from age. The ink faded but unmistakable, home. Her phone had died hours ago, no signal. The GPS was useless. All she had now was the map her grandmother left behind and a key she'd never expected to hold. The letter had been brief, clinical, a house in a town that didn't exist on modern maps. A house she'd never seen, waiting for her in Elder Pines. The town revealed itself slowly through the mist, like a dream half-remembered. Buildings leaned as if tired of standing, paint peeled like dead skin. An old gas station stood abandoned, pumps wrapped in vines. The sign welcoming her cracked in half, letters faded, Elder Pines, established 1864. There was no one. No sound but whine through hollow streets. The driveway ended at the clearing where the house waited. It was a squat, two-story relic, wrapped in dust and silence. Beside it, the ash tree loomed, towering and leafless, its bark twisted and scarred like ancient skin. A rusted swing creaked in the cold wind, a haunting lullaby to nowhere. Inside, dust floated in shafts of weak light. The house smelled of old smoke, damp wood, and forgotten memories. Wallpaper curled away from cracked plaster. The brittle furniture creaked under her touch. Her grandmother's presence hung in the air, in the brittle books, the faded photographs, and the silence between the floorboards. It was a house paused in time, neither welcoming nor hostile, but waiting. Lena unpacked silently, the sound strange and loud in the quiet house. Outside the kitchen window, the ash tree stood like a sentinel, its roots swollen and knotted like veins beneath pale skin. That night, the fire came in dreams. Flames licking at the sky, a house burning from within. A child's voice chanting, low and rhythmic, behind her. The tree stood tall and untouched, dark against the inferno. She woke choking on smoke she couldn't see. Morning revealed a footprint, small, barefoot, pressed in the ash-like soil beneath the swing. The wind shifted, carrying soft ash through the yard. The scent clung to her clothes, but the sky held no fire. In the attic, she found the painting hidden beneath a sheet. A girl stood beneath the ash tree, hands black with soot, face hollow-eyed and desperate. Behind her, the house burned. In jagged handwriting, she never left. Lena sought answers in the silent town. The diner, one of the few places still open, was run by Agnes, a gray-haired woman who eyed Lena as if she were a ghost. "That house should have stayed buried," Agnes said, pouring coffee with trembling hands. "Your gran was the last to believe she could live there. Place don't let go." There had been a fire long ago, a girl lost beneath the ash tree, and the town swallowed by grief and silence. The tree fed on memory and pain. Some said it kept souls, secrets, promises. That night, the girl came. A soft knock at the back door. Pale, soot-covered, eyes empty but burning with something beneath. Lena cracked the door. "Are you lost?" No answer. The girl turned and vanished into the woods. Lena followed, barefoot, breath sharp in the cold night. The forest was still but for the slow creak of the swing. Beneath the ash tree, the girl knelt, hands pressed into disturbed earth. "Not yours. Not yet." And she was gone. Lena dug into the soil, soot choking her lungs. Wood beneath dirt, small coffin, blackened by fire, her name crudely carved on the lid. She broke the seal days later. Inside, ashes and a burned photo of her grandmother holding a baby. On the back, only one survives. The tree chooses. The house shifted after that. Walls bled soot. Shadows twisted. The swing moved though no wind blew. Whispers filled vents. Childlike laughter echoed beneath floorboards. Her car refused to start. Roads vanished in fog. Her phone shattered. She prepared. Candles lit, symbols traced from grandmother's journals. Waiting by the tree. The girl came again, eyes burning with fire. "You don't have to burn," Lena whispered. Black tears fell. Lena understood, the girl was not the danger. The tree was. Gasoline poured. The fire roared, consuming bark with soundless screams of memory. The house groaned and fell. Dawn left only ash and silence. The swing creaked, slow and lonely in the breeze. Lena stood among the blackened ruins, the scent of charred wood and ash heavy in the air. The fire had consumed the house and the cursed ash tree, but the silence that followed was thicker than smoke. The forest seemed to hold its breath. The swing lay twisted and broken, tangled in burnt branches. She ran her fingers through the soot in her hair, heart pounding with a mixture of dread and relief. The nightmare was over, or so she hoped. But deep inside, something gnawed. The girl with the burning eyes, the whispers, the promises that the tree had kept. They weren't gone yet. She turned away from the clearing, ready to leave the ruins behind. Yet, the fog had returned, rolling in heavier now, curling around her legs like grasping fingers. The road back to the highway, the world she knew, was swallowed whole again by the mist. Lena's breath hitched. The key still hung from her neck, cold and heavy against her chest. Behind her, the soft creak of the swing whispered through the ash and embers. The air shifted, carrying a faint scent, smoke mixed with something colder. The girl was watching. Her eyes flickered in the shadows, empty, burning, waiting. Lena swallowed hard, but this time she did not run. Instead, she faced the past buried beneath the roots and ashes. In the days that followed, she stayed by the ruins, digging deeper into her grandmother's journals, piecing together the story of the twin sisters bound by fire and blood. Her grandmother's words revealed a promise made long ago, one life to save another, a pact sealed beneath the ash tree's roots. The tree was no ordinary tree. It was a guardian of grief, a vessel for pain and memory, and it had chosen the family to bear its burden. Lena realized the choice was now hers, to let the cycle continue or break the curse that had claimed her family for generations. The girl came to her one last time beneath the twisted remnants of the tree's roots. "You are the last," she whispered, voice soft like the wind through dead leaves. "Choose." Lena's hands trembled as she reached for the key, the symbol of her grandmother's legacy. The flames of the past flickered in her mind, the fire, the ashes, the girl's sorrow. With a steady breath, Lena stepped forward and made her choice. She would end the curse. She would let the ashes rest. The forest slowly reclaimed the clearing, the blackened earth cooling beneath new shoots of green. Elder pines remained a scar on the map, forgotten by time, but the story of the ash tree and the girl lived on, in the silence between the trees, in the wind that whispered through the pines. Lena left the town behind, carrying the weight of memory and loss, but also the hope that some wounds could finally heal. And far away, beneath the surface of the earth, the ashes stirred, but this time, they waited in peace. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content like this. Thanks for watching.